Welcome to the weekly harvest weigh-in. And I know it's actually technically been 2 weeks since you last saw me do a weigh-in. Sorry, I was a little bit AWOL there for a bit as we had to go through some things at home. But here we go, and here we are again. And I'm actually going to compress everything together because I did a lot of small little harvests, so I had to calculate everything and add it together so this video wouldn't take forever. So here we go. First up is pawpaws at 1.065 kilograms. And then pepper juice at only 40 grams, heading towards the last of that harvest. Gooseberries at 465 grams. So now we have officially harvested just over half a kilogram of gooseberries. And just a little background there, gooseberries are actually the reason why I'm doing this weigh-in. Last year, I went shopping for gooseberry jam just to see what the price was, and the cheapest bottle I could find was a 64 rand bottle of gooseberry jam. And I thought, well, let me compare that to how many bottles of jam I get out of the gooseberries I grow in my garden. And I last year managed to make around 15 bottles of gooseberry jam, which was around 1,000 rand. So I thought, well, if I could grow 1,000 rand worth of just jam alone, what else can I grow? And back to the harvest. So up next we have 250 grams, and to date over the last 2 months that's also almost half a kilogram of tomatoes, and it just goes to show that every little bit does add up. Chilies, only 15 grams, including my first habanero harvest. Yay! Greens, and these are general garden greens, which are usually made up of like sweet potato greens and pumpkin greens and leafy greens that you can eat that people don't really think that you can eat, but are actually quite delicious. And those greens came in at 380 grams. Basil at 40 grams. Radish at 245 grams. I actually harvested more than this. I went and accidentally deleted a whole bunch of things I shouldn't have deleted, and my harvest on that radish was one of the things. Then lastly, a mystery green at 45 grams. I have decided to start an experiment. Obviously, I am a part of a lot of homesteading self-sufficiency groups, and a lot of them are always on about exotic greens that you would buy to be able to harvest for your survivalist gardens. We're talking like about things like Malabar spinach, also known as tree spinach, and cassavar greens and taro root greens. I wanted to compare that to an indigenous tree, and I thought, well, let me pick and weigh the greens off of this tree over the next year and see how much. So the most prolific trees I've been able to find is the moringa tree, which is from India. And you can harvest between 1 and 5 kilograms of greens off a moringa tree every year. But this is an indigenous tree. It has really good nutritional benefits. It is edible, and I already have one. So, well, let me just see what this gives, and I will tell you guys at the end what it is. One hint I will give you is it's actually part of the hemp family of trees, and it's not the one you think it is. It's a not very well known tree. So watch this space and let's see how much of this mystery green I can harvest over the next year. Our total weekly weigh-in was just over 2.5 kilograms at 2.545, which is incredibly sad for 2 weeks with the harvest. See you next week again as we slowly chip away at that 260 kilogram goal.